Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. In today's video I'm going to be teaching you how to recall, and that basically means getting your parrot to fly back to you from a distance. I'll also touch on something called stationing, which is getting them to fly back to that location as well, but most of these videos are going to be teaching how to recall. Now I have my little assistant Pickles with me who will be demonstrating recalling for you. I've also got Scampy out and about, but at the moment he's more concerned with snacking, so you may see him in this video on and off. I'd really appreciate it if you like the content of this video and my other videos. If you like, subscribe and turn on notifications because it does help the channel, and me and Sophie really want to drive our channels a little bit more because we just want more interaction. We want to teach and reach more people. So, before we get into actual recall training, let's start with something very simple, and that is step-up training. Before you want to be doing recall with your parrot, you want them reliably step-up trained. This means they'll happily step up onto your hand for a treat when you give them a cue and then give them a bridge later. It's very important to do so because without step-up training, this technique won't really work very well to train recall. With it, it's very good. Also, make sure your bird is motivated. Make sure you have high treat motivation and know what treat they want and they like most. You can achieve this by doing a treat hierarchy test, because with that treat motivation, they'll want to work and want to recall to you. Without it, they're probably going to be a bit like, well, whatever, what's in it for me? Okay, step up. Good girl. One other important thing to mention with recall is some parrots will instinctively do it because you as the human are reinforcing they want to be with you, and you can use that to your advantage, but this video is more about training it formally for parrots who may be a bit more hesitant, and if you want it to be very consistent and done in a consistent and measured manner so it'll always be reliable rather than just when your bird wants to. Now, the best way to train a formal recall behaviour is through successive approximations, which means very small steps. Now, to start with, once your parrot is reliably stepping onto your hand, you just want to pick a location to do the recall from, and then you get to do it in tiny hops. So the best place to start is with a tiny hop. So you pop your parrot down, with the Pickles example, on the back of a chair, and then you get them to do a small hop onto your hand. Simple as that. They do a small hop onto the hand, you reinforce them and reward them. So that is where it all begins. Eagles come. Filming. Eagles come. So once you've got that reliable little hop onto your hand, you gradually increase the distance. So instead of a hop, it becomes more of a jump, and they actually have to flap their wings actually to get to you. Again, you'll see with Pickles here, she's well used to doing it, so she does it quite quickly. For your parrot, you may need to stay on a hop stage for a little bit longer, then increase it. It all depends on the individual. Some will learn quicker than others. Feels come. Now, once you've got your parrot hopping and jumping, no skipping, you can increase the distance so they're actually doing small flights, and that's where the recall kind of comes in. They will do a small flight into your hand, you reinforce as usual, and then you can gradually increase the distance. You can also work on other things such as ascent and descent here as well, and you can sort of train them to do all sorts of things, and also, like, especially if you're a free fly, intending to free fly your bird, it's well worth training ascent and descent because it is essential for getting them out of trees in situations. This doesn't just apply to small parrots, it works for large parrots and everyone as well. It's very, very useful. Pickles come. Good girl. Pickles come. Good girl. Scampy come. Boy. So once you've got your parrot regularly recalling to you and you're making sure you reinforce it every single time, you can work on stationing. And with stationing, you just reverse the process basically. All you have to do is get your parrot to do a short hop from your hand back onto the stationing location, for example, the back of the chair, and then gradually increase the distance. I will do a separate video on it because sometimes it can be a bit more involved, but that is the basic premise of it if you want to give it a go. You can also integrate stationing training into your recall if you're feeling a bit more I don't know, adventurous maybe. So when they hop onto your hand or fly onto your hand, then you can try and encourage them back by moving them back and encouraging them to hop back on, etc. And you know, you can all integrate it together. It will depend on your individual parrot how successful this is, but it is the most effective technique for training recall and station behaviour because it's easy for your parrot to learn, it's always reinforced and it's consistent. And make sure you do keep it consistent because you'll see a lot more success with it. Here we go. Station. Good boy. Here we come. So again, just to reiterate, you want to train your parrot to recall and station in small steps. You always want to reinforce, you want to keep it consistent, you want to give consistent cues and bridges as well. And when I talk about a bridge, it basically just means the clicker or the word you use to give yourself some time to get them a treat, just so they associate the behaviour. Hello, Mr. Scampy. He's joining me on the camera. That's all it means. It's all these technical terms, but a lot of them have very simple meanings, just like a lot of things when it comes to training science and etc. If you have any sort of questions on it, please feel free to drop them down below. Happy to answer them. So guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful in training recall and stationing. As I said before, any questions, feel free to drop them down below. Do please like and subscribe, hit notifications, etc. so you can see my videos as they pop up. Any suggestions for future training videos, do hit me with them. Happy to hear from you. But in the meantime, from me, Pickles who's eating and Scampy who's snacking on my hand, take care and have a really good day.